So you see, these ponds now collect the areas where it's gotten deep enough that we've discussed before. And several of these, well, they're increasing in number, I could say, like this, and getting deeper. As water sits still, and it's not running in those periods, as long as it stays, those get a little bit deeper, so there's a pool there, pool here. On the other side, you know, we have that same line running. What makes this an intermittent stream is these moments when there's no flow, but it has enough water in it to maintain incredibly large life. We have filmed, of course, catfish spawning in one of these ponds on the other side. And we've had this successful since 2012, 13, no, about 15 was the first time it started. So we've had for 2 years now successfully constant water in the tunnels. That was very dry for many years. I would often crawl in there and look out and film the animals in the field, the deer and so on, in those days. So this is also a good sign that water retention is happening here. But it has been the wettest 2 years on record, or in many decades. So the question is, if we're headed toward drought years again, which is possible, what will happen to this rather lush ecosystem that has been created here by the runoff water systems that have been developed on the northwest side to allow them to let all these businesses come in here. The channeling systems of ducts that pushes the water into this area. We don't know. I mean, this is the beginning of that. There is a tremendous amount of garbage, as I've discussed in every video, that ends up here. Because basically people on Days of Allah and shopping in all these places and at all the food spots, fast food and so on, they just throw it out the window, and it's all carried here and on into the wood. I feel like we could come up with some better system, because this is not even landfill, this is just garbage lying on the ground. We're going to go check on this deer carcass. This is, of course, the backfield. And the creek bed. This will all dry up unless there's rain, and then it'll stop right about there. Now this is the third carcass in 6 months or 7 months, and maybe the fourth this year. And it's a 3-point on this side, so you know, that's one of the older ones. This fella is not one of the younger bucks. So the coyote are now operating, I think, more effectively and bringing down larger creatures. Well, deer. I haven't seen any other animals or kills. But the other night in the snow footage, you can see them eating this carcass. And like within 2 days before the first time I saw this carcass, I saw them stalking the whitetail here on the other side of the bridge, from the bridge. I filmed it, but you can't really see it. I could probably tweak it with effects, but I don't want to do that. But this is a good report today of the front and back field and the creek bed. Excuse me, in what we call the Rocky Point recharge zone. This is the backfield here. A couple of 5-minute reports here. I am MTK. All right.